Welcome back, everybody. Today we're at the Cummins 6.7 2012 4th gen, and we've been tracking a problem down for a while now, and we think we found it. Now, if you checked out our short before, we ended up replacing the cam sensor down there, and you can swap them with the cam and crank sensor if you're having codes for the cam sensor or the crank sensor. They are exactly the same. You can swap them and try to isolate or eliminate that it's not the sensor. So in this case, it was not the sensor, and we're hoping we found the problem out now. So we pulled everything out. We actually ended up replacing the CP3 fuel pressure regulator as well, because we had some fuel issues and we thought that was it. Definitely wasn't it. We ended up pulling up the cam and crank sensor harnesses right here, and this is the crank sensor, it's the longer one, and right here is the cam sensor. So we're looking at it, and our 5-volt reference is this yellow, what color is that? Orange or yellow red. Basically, if you're looking at the plug like this, it's all the way on the left. The center pin is going to be your ground wire, and the blue wire on the end is your signal wire. So the thing we found is most of all these sensors, you got your sensor here, your mass airflow sensor, the temp sensors, all this stuff share common grounds and common 5-volt once the computer is turned on. So we're going to show you that indeed this pin here on the cam sensor, which is going to be your 5-volt reference, we're going to set our meter to ohms. We're going to come over here. Let me pause this real quick. All right, sorry about that. I had to get set up. So this is the air temp sensor, I believe, right here. It's on the intake snorkel. Either way, they're all going to share a ground and a 5-volt reference at some point. If we stick this in here, you see, we have continuity. And that's between this plug and this plug right there, which is the cam sensor, and this air sensor plug. So as we leave it beeping here in the background, you see it's low ohms. It's good. Well, it just fell out. Either way, this plug here is connected to this plug, which is connected to the crank plug, which is connected to all these other sensors. They all just share a wire in one big loop back to the ECU. What was happening is we're getting a cam sensor code for short to high, I believe. The voltage was shorted or something was going on. There was 2 or 3 codes that were related to the camshaft sensor performance. And that's what prompted us to change out the cam sensor, and it did not work. Then we started to get the electric lightning bolt in the middle that you get on the Dodge dashboard for like the throttle pedal. We were getting a lot of surging and a lot of bucking, and we would pull over, let the truck cool down, and then it would start back up fine. Driving on the highway, it would surge and it would come back on. I ended up checking the wiring here, and look what we found. A small nick. That's the power wire that we just tested that has continuity to the cam sensor wire. We're going to tape this up and route everything back together, clear codes, and test drive it. So at this point, if you're getting a cam code and you replace your cam sensor, you are going to want to check the wiring really, really, really good on this harness. I mean, we pulled it up from the bottom, took the loom off, driving us nuts. And it all ended up right back here where it rubbed through. But we're going to get it taped up, put it back together, and hopefully this solves the issue. Okay, we're inside the truck. We're going to turn it on. Now, just before when we started the truck, it was running really bad. The little lightning bolt's not there anymore. That's good, but we still got the check engine light. 287,989. So she's had a tough life. Let's go into our menu here and let's look at our diagnostics. Diagnostics. All right, so don't worry about the airflow meter because we had that disconnected. So the camshaft position sensor A is what we had, and the sensor reference voltage B circuit low, those two. 0652 and 0341. The rest were just all codes since we disconnected things. But we're going to clear these. Seems like everything cleared. We're going to go back. We're going to shut the truck down. Just open the door for giggles to clear the ECU. And now we're going to go in starting it and see what happens. Low windshield washer fluid. Don't worry about that light. It's actually idling better than what it was. It's not really bouncing around anymore. Pretty steady there. We're gonna back it off the ramps, and then we gotta go for a drive out to the old hardware store, so we'll update you when we get there and check codes again. Drove about 17 miles. We're gonna check to see if we got any codes. There was no issues at all when we were driving, so we're hoping that it's fixed. No DTCs, so no, we're not gonna clear anything. We're not gonna call it good right now because we did clear the codes before, and sometimes it would take a trip or two, or the next day it would trip off. So tomorrow we got some towing to do, and we'll continue the video then. We drove a total of 159.4 miles since the repair. Towing, highway, every single scenario you could think of. And we gained fuel mileage back. Check engine light has not come back on. We're gonna check the codes real quick and see what they say. Diagnosis, and we're gonna go in right here to continue. No DTCs. So, if you get a cam sensor code and you swap it out with the crank sensor, because they are swappable sensors, and the code does not follow, check your wiring harness. You could have a split wire. In this case, it was insulation rubbed through, and it was touching a metal part of the engine and shorting it out, causing the truck to do all types of crazy things. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.